Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, sisters, to Taqwa series part 2. This is your coach, Amina from Happy Home Coaching. And today I wanted to talk to you about how we unknowingly distance our child from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see, what happens, sisters, is that it becomes, as Muslim parents, our primary concern. We are so concerned that our children will stay on the path and will be successful and will reach Jannah, inshallah, and we would have done our jobs as parents, that we can unknowingly put a lot of pressure on our child. And that could be to, teach them Islam in a way that they don't want to learn, or is not, a way that is engaging with them, or something that they can relate to. And I talked about this in part 1 of the Taqwa series. What today I wanted to talk to you about is how through our own behavior we can cause that disconnection and that distance. You see, children see their parents, especially their mothers, as if they have the attributes of Allah, as if they were Allah for them. Because they don't know Allah and they don't really know who Allah is. We talk about him, but they can't see him. So what they see is that you're the one providing for them, you're the one caring for them, you're the one cooking for them, you're the one helping them when they're sick, you're the one making them feel safe, you're the one who's always there, right? So before you know it, it's almost like they look at you as if you are Allah. And they, for them, because you seem to be providing all of those attributes and qualities for them, that's, Allah is Allah. Yeah, you tell me that there's Allah and he's all powerful and, he created everything. But at the same time, your child sees you as the one, that is providing those attributes of Allah to them. And before you know it, in their mind, they do start seeing you as Allah. And how you will know this is often when they start getting worried, say about the age of 6, 7, and 8. Oh, mommy, what will happen if you die? Like, what will happen to me if you die? And they develop this fear that they will not be okay without you. And this is really, really common. Or that there is a death in the family and then they become really worried about your death. Or, in my case, there was a robbery in one of my family's house. And my son became really scared. What if we're robbed and something happens, mommy, to you? So, yeah, it's a normal fear, but at the same time, you could help your child, reassure them and connect them with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through this experience that they're going through. So, yes, they may see you in as if you're the one doing what Allah does for them. You're the one, as Allah for them. But at the same time, we're not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. We are not always fair. We don't always understand them. We sometimes judge the situation wrong. We get it wrong sometimes. And so whilst they see the good of us, they also see the bad. And that starts causing them to feel quite disconnected from Allah. Like, well, actually, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. And why is this happening? And that's not fair. And I don't get that. And it doesn't make sense. And it leads them to get really, really confused. For example, you're the one who loves them the most, right? But then they may not understand why, and I've heard parents say this, like, why a smack is good for them. It doesn't make sense to a child. Like, if you love me, why would you smack me? So they start getting really confused between like this, the perfect person they see you to be, the perfect one they see you to be, with the human mistakes that we will naturally make. And that starts causing a slight disconnection and, the issues that they will start developing where they don't understand and it doesn't fit in for them, because there's that confusion there. And because we're not aware of this, we're also putting ourselves in a position of Allah sometimes, where we are saying to our kids, you have to obey me, you have to please me, and we miss the part where, actually obedience is for Allah and I'm trying to help you with that. Or we must please Allah, but pleasing your parent helps you with that. And bringing Allah into it for them so that they understand that ultimately everything we do is for Allah and everything we have is from Allah. So one of the things to be aware of is that your child is putting you in this position. And in order to be able to help your child to not put you in that position is for you to start making a distinction early between who Allah is and who you are. For example, you could start saying to your child, like something I do with my little one, is when she gets hurt, I will say, okay, come here, let's make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you better, and I will kiss it for you. Now, I've separated the kiss, because that's what I can humanly do, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is a shafi, the healer, right? I've separated that for my child. Or sometimes your kids will be great at pointing out, your mistakes, right? And they'll, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. That's not right. And at that point, you can say, you know what? Yeah, I realize it wasn't, and I'm sought forgiveness for it. But you know what? Sometimes mummies will make mistakes. Parents will make mistakes too, because we're human. But you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will never make any mistakes. He is perfect. So sometimes us humans will make mistakes, but Allah, He is perfect. And in that way, you separate in your child's mind who Allah is and who you are, because that will increase their connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whereas when it's all merged for them, and then you are your human imperfect self, that will start a disconnection for your child between you, them and Allah, and them and you. Because it doesn't make sense. How could the perfect one make mistakes? How could the one who's always there isn't there for me right now? How is the one who always hears isn't hearing me right now? How is the one who's meant to be the most loving isn't making me feel loved right now? So your child starts getting really confused, and that distances them from Allah, because they feel like Allah is not there for them, when in reality He was always there for them. It's just that we might not have always been there for them in the way that He can be. So I hope that helps you, my sisters, and gives you a lot to start reflecting on and start changing. If you love these videos, please share them. And if you would like some one-to-one help, remember I'm giving a free one-to-one session with me called a Happy Home Breakthrough session, where we'll go through and get really clear on what's caused your child's disconnection, where are they now, and how to bring them back. So if you're struggling with that, reach out, inshallah. You can book a free consultation with me on www.meetme.so/Amina-Hossen. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed it. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.